Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 107. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 circle of fifths progressions for improvisation. That's a real tongue twister. Say that 3 times really fast. No, don't. So it's very important to learn the circle of fifths. With this, you could improve your understanding of music. You could build chord progressions. Within this circle lies all of music. So I'm going to show you 5 cool progressions that you can use to solo over, and I'm going to show you how to build them as well in the circle of fifths. So I got my telly out here. I got a little booster pedal. Hopefully you can hear my guitar okay. And I got some delay on there, obviously. So let's go ahead and go over to the circle of fifths. So basically, in a nutshell, it's like a clock. And, each letter represents a number, clockwise, from C all the way over, 1 through 12. So we might refer to like a clock when indicating, which note we're looking at. So the first progression we're going to build is a 1-4-5. And as you can see right there, you have the C is 1 o'clock. Counterclockwise of that, you have the 4th, and clockwise you have the 5th, because it goes in the circle of fifths. Going clockwise, it's all fifths from each other. So you have the C chord, and you have an F chord, you have a G chord. So there's one progression right there that's very, very common. It's just a 1-4-5. It's not going to be a blues 1-4-5, but just a standard 1-4-5 diatonic, 3 chords from that progression. And it's C, F, and G. Basically, in that whole little pie right there, that area, you have the C, you have the F, you have the G. You also have 3 minor chords in the inner circle. You have the D minor, A minor, E minor. We'll get to that later, but right now, we're only going to choose 3 chords. It's an F, and it's going to be a C, F, G. It sounds like this. Now, what's really cool about this is that you could take the C major scale and just, play that whole thing through this whole progression. Now, you're not just limited to just this fingering in this position. You can play the C major scale all over the neck for this. So I got this progression here that I have, and let me start this up, and we'll go ahead and go through this. Got a C, F, G, C. I'm just going to play up the major scale. Fun with it. Now, I'm not really targeting notes. I'm just kind of playing through the scale and feeling it out. Whatever sounds good, just letting it. But you could think about targeting notes when you land on. You have the C, and you have an F chord. When I land, I can land on the C, or the 3rd, or the 5th. Like, and I can land on the 3rd of the note. Take this outside of this box here and play up here. I mean, it's a very common position is to play A minor pentatonic position. Everyone knows this one. We're starting on the C. minor pentatonic scale. I mean C major pentatonic. So there's one. Get back to me for a second. If you enjoy this video so far, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I go live every Sunday at 12 o'clock, whether the sun is peeking in or not. Wow, look at that. Talk about natural light. It's that time of day. So let's go on to the second one of 5 that we have today. And we're going to change this up. Oh, that's the wrong screen right there. We're going to change this up. We're not going to use this scale, but we're going to switch. Actually, we're going to keep the same one. It's going to be another progression. It's going to be a C, A minor, D, and G. It's basically a 1-6-2-5 progression. So if you look at this chart, you see the 1 is C. The 6 is immediately below it. Immediately below? Or right below. And that's the relative minor. That's the 6th chord, the A minor. The 2 would be the D minor, because 2 is the second of C, because the scale goes alphabetically. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again. So 2 would be the second letter of that. So you have C, D. So D minor is the 2. Then you have the 5, which, if you look at the circle, it's a circle of fifths. After the C, if it goes in fifths, that would be G. So the progression is C, A minor, D, G. It's a very common progression. A 1-6-2-5. It's like. It's kind of like that song on the piano that you play. Dun, dun, but we're not going to do that. We just did it. Okay. Now I have another progression. I'm going to play it. And it's basically the same exact scale. Check this out. We're going to use the same scale of this progression. One, 6, 2, 5. C major scale. Don't even have to think about it. Because when you're going in a ascending and descending position like this, can't hit a bad note. I mean, I can land on a not so good note. I can land on the C or the 3rd or the 5th or the 7th. It comes back to the C. I'll land on the 7th, which is odd. Check it out. It sounds pretty. Now I could target some notes. I could think about, okay, here's C, A, T, G. And then you're getting very precise targeting chord tones. But for the purposes of this, we're just going to have fun and just kind of just not think about it too much, but just play up and down the scale. Happy holidays. I am doing well. I'm doing terrific. I'm playing guitar. That's as good as it gets, right? All right. So if you're enjoying this, please hit the like button, subscribe. I like groovy stuff. I go live every Sunday. We got 3 more, and it's going to get more interesting. So far, we're in C major. Now, the next one is really, really, really cool. So check this one out. We're going to go back to the chart here. We're not going to do this one, but we're going to go to the A major scale here. So you see A. Okay, check it out. Right here, 3 o'clock, you see A. Right before it, you have a D. That's the 4th. Right above it, you have E, which is the 5th. It's a circle of fifths. So with this progression, we're not only going to use chords from this chord family, but we're going to do a parallel minor. And what that means is we're going to take 2 chords from this progression. We're going to take an A and a D, and then we're going to switch to A minor. Now look at 12 o'clock and look right below in the small circle where the little letters are, relative minors. You have A minor. So now you have all the chords in that chord family. So instead of using A minor, I'm actually going to use C and G. Now what happens when you do that is something very interesting. Okay? Because what you can do is you could play, instead of playing just the A major scale, which would be, trying to get it going here. You have the A major scale right here. Okay. Then you have the A minor scale. So for the first 2 chords, which is A and D, you play the A major scale, which is the top chart right here, which is basically just like the C major scale we just did over 2 progressions. We're just going to bring it down our finger to A, play the same scale. But then over the next 2 progressions, because it went to A minor, we're going to play the A minor scale. And it works out really well. And you've heard the sound a lot of classic rock, people use it. They switch between major and minor, and it gives it a happy and then a kind of sad feel. Then they go back to major again. So check this out. Here's the A, the D. Now I'm going to go to C, which are 2 chords from A minor and G. So the first 2 chords play A major. Then I'm going to play A minor. Sounds like this. So it's a really cool sound right there. One of my favorites, parallel minor. and really interesting to get out of the diatonic, which means playing all the same notes in a key. We're playing in two keys right there. We played in A major, then we played in C major, which is basically relative to A major. So, all right, we're moving along nicely here. I want to talk really briefly about a guitar course that I have right now, and it's relatively a new course. It's called Essential Skills Collection for Guitar. And for Christmas holidays, I actually lowered the price of the course. It's only $9.99. It's down from $29.99. In this course, it's like 3 full lessons. I talk about the fretboard memorization, the circle of fifths, and blues soloing. And I have all kinds of backing tracks. Like all these tracks that I'm created today are on this course, along with graphs, scales, everything. Right now, there's only 3 of the backing tracks up, but these 5 will go up today, and then there's 5 more that go along with the third section, which is blues soloing, that are going to go up later today. So there's tons of information, and I find that these 3 topics are essential because within this, you have fretboard memorization. You can easily find all the notes. I teach the circle of fifths, where you could just learn how music works, and then the blues, that's where you get all your soul and feel from, where you get your vibrato. Bending. Teach all about bending. Different 12-bar blues progressions. So please check that out when you get a chance to jerrycherry.com/courses. I'd appreciate that. All right. So we got 2 more left to go. Let's go back to the chart right here. We'll lose this one. If I could see what is going on. We'll lose that. Okay, we'll go to this one here. Whoa, how about that? How'd that get over there like that? Let's move you back over here, baby. Hold on a second. We're working over here. We're working over here. Okay, that'll do. All right, we're going to do a minor progression now. And it's going to be an F sharp minor. And as you can see on this chart, F sharp minor is the relative minor to A. A is the 1 chord, C is the 6th chord. But in this progression, we're actually going to start on the F sharp on the minor chord. Then we're going to go to A, and then we're going to go to B minor, and then we're going to go to C sharp minor. So it's really, you can look at it a couple different ways. You could look at it as a 6, 1, 2, 3, and that's good to look at it like that. But in all reality, the F sharp is going to be the 1 chord now because you're in F sharp. That's the tonic now of this progression. So we're going to look at 1, the F sharp minor, as the 1. We're going to look at the A as a 3, but like a minor for a big 3, major chord, but it's going to be like a half step down from where it normally would be. And then the 2 chord is going, the 4 chord is going to be the B minor, and the 5 chord is going to be the C sharp minor. So I have a progression, and I'm going to show you that the only scale you have to use here is let's get rid of those, is the F minor scale. So check this out. So F minor, A, B minor, C sharp minor. Whoops. Let's just go right through this chart, this graph. Here. sharp minor pentatonic scale. So that's all nice and dandy and everything. But there's one more really cool trick that we're going to close this on. And that's taking that last chord, C sharp minor, and making it C sharp a 7 chord. It's going to be a subdominant chord, and it's going to lead us back nicer to the F sharp. So basically, the only thing we're going to change here is we're going to add one more scale. So right now, we just had this one. I made it small, minor scale. This other scale here is the F sharp harmonic minor. So for the last chord, I'm just going to play one different note, and that one different note is because the chord we're making has one different note. So instead of playing F sharp minor, A, B, and C sharp minor, we're going to take that C sharp minor, we're going to make it C sharp major. If we go back to this circle of fifths real quick, we'll see that if you look clockwise where the A is, you see the E, and you look inward at the smaller circle, you see the C sharp minor. The inner circle works the same way. They're all fifths of each other. So the C sharp minor is the fifth of F sharp minor. So F sharp minor is our root where we're going here. If we take that C sharp minor, we make it a 7 chord like this. It's going to lead back to that nicely. You hear the difference? Oops. All right, Aunt A. Let me give you a round of applause for that. Very cool. Dig in. Like I said, all these 5 progressions will be on there right after I finish out today. I'm going to upload those to the site, to the course right there. You can check all those out as well. Very, very cool. And you were here last week. We met. Thank you very much for coming back. And I think you were asking about Lydian mode, possibly. I'm sorry I didn't get to that today, which is what I was going to do. I just figured this would be a little bit better going to Christmas. It's the last show before Christmas here. And, of course, I guess speaking about that, next week is Christmas. Happy holidays to you all. And but I won't be doing it on Sunday on Christmas. Probably going to do it the next day. Christmas after, post-Christmas day. James Williamson, Super Chat. That is so cool. Thank you very much. That is very, very, very cool of you. I could give you a round of applause. Give you a round of, if I can find the applause button here. I forgot about the Super Chat. I guess it does work after all. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me, James. Thank you. I need this. I was so confused with all those other courses. Okay. Yeah. Well, I try to keep it really, really simple. And hopefully this is simple. And one good thing about this is that I do go live every Sunday. And if you have any questions about anything in the course, just ask away, and I'm right here for it, which makes it a lot easier. Like this last part right here, which is, it just basically explained how we made a progression that was F sharp to an A to a B minor. But you see how this C minor doesn't really resolve to this F sharp minor as good as that does, right? Or that works, but it's not as good as. It sounds very classical, but there's a reason why it works, and there's a reason why Beethoven and Bach, and all those guys use that, because it leads to it. It's basically one note that I changed. So basically, I just changed the one note in the scale. If you play the F minor scale, That's well. That's well and dandy. If you change one note, the seventh note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you raise it up a half step. Now you have a harmonic minor scale. That's what that lower scale is. The top one is the minor scale. The lower one, as you can see right there, I just raised the note from E to E sharp. Why isn't it E sharp, not an F? Because you already have an F sharp. You can't have the same letter twice in the scale. So we're going to call that an E sharp instead of an F. It's all the same thing anyway. It sounds like this. So I made a progression that we're going to use both of these scales. We're going to just play F sharp minor for the first 3 chords, and on the last chord, we're going to add that extra note and play harmonic minor. Because that one note leads. That one note happens to also be the C sharp, the third, because it was a minor before. So really, it's a third C sharp. Let's see how it sounds over this progression. First chorus I can play this regular minor. Raise it. Regular minor. That's not it. Check this out. You can get a riff of. Regular minor. Now watch the seventh of raise. It's really, really cool. Really cool stuff to add that. You could do that to any chord in music. Make it a seventh. Make it a dominant chord. That'll lead you right back to any other chord. Raising the seventh chord. Raising the seventh would be Mixolydian. Yeah. In a sense, the C sharp chord would be a Mixolydian scale. Let's play it. I mean, it wouldn't, in the sense of C sharp Mixolydian. But it doesn't change the fact that we're really in F sharp minor right there. A dominant chord, usually the Mixolydian scale is the home scale of that. But what's strange about this, I'm really calling it's a Mixolydian. One step further would be a Phrygian dominant chord. And the only thing that does is it takes the Mixolydian scale, and instead of playing, so really technically it's not the Mixolydian scale in this case, because we're going back to F sharp minor. It's more of a Phrygian dominant because the second degree is a half step. Instead of this, which is the Mixolydian scale, you have, and it's a minor 6. So really, because we're switching to F sharp harmonic minor right there. The fifth degree of F sharp harmonic minor is a Phrygian dominant mode, which is the same thing as just playing F sharp. By you playing F sharp harmonic minor over that C7 chord, you're essentially playing C Phrygian dominant. Even though you're playing the same scale, it's a mode of harmonic minor. See, it's right there. Here's the note. It's C sharp, half step up, the second degree. Back to regular minor. Hopefully you understand that. In a lot of cases, like if this was major, then yeah, that could be the Mixolydian scale of that. So that works really nicely too. But because it's an F minor, Phrygian dominant works better. So it's really close with Mixolydian. It's derived from the Mixolydian, but it's a Mixolydian with a flat 2 and a flat 6. So they need to get back to the basics. Well, you know what? You're right there, though. You're totally right there. Because it's very close. It's the 5. When you ever think of a 5 chord, you think, well, it's Mixolydian. But 5 of a minor, in this case, is Phrygian dominant, which I get into. I have a whole thing on 3 notes per string on the harmonic minor modes, which is really cool. I'll put a link in the description for harmonic minor. It's really fun. All right. So I'm glad you got something out of this. Just about there. I think we got everything covered. So thanks for hanging out with me. Happy holidays to all you guys, and really, really appreciate you spending some time with me on Sunday. It's a beautiful day out today. I think I covered everything we wanted to cover. Dig into those. I'll put these backing tracks all up on the sites as soon as we finish here today. Dig into them. If you have any questions about it, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you have any other questions, you can email me at info@jerrycherry.com. And we will be rocking. Bobby, nice to see you, Jerry. God bless you too. Have a great holiday week leading up to Christmas. I know if you're out there shopping, be nice to people. It's crazy. Don't fight over that last television you're trying to buy. Or that last guitar, I already got a couple guitars here. I just got a jazz bass I've been looking for a while. I got a really good deal on that because I'm also a bass player. So, all right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your holidays. Happy holidays to you. Don't drink too much eggnog. All that good stuff. And let's see. Remember, guys, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And I'll put a video up right here on how to use a circle of fifths in under 7 minutes. Really cool video to get a quick refresh of that. So, love yous. Happy holidays. I'll see you next Monday, day after Christmas. Ciao, y'all.